Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I Am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up at Wise Up and Rise and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically bees should not be able to fly, their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground, and bees don't care what humans think is impossible, bees fly anyway. And so I wanted to create a space and community where we could do what bees do when they're building something new and festoon and link arms and help each other.
I need to get to know this woman. I need it in my life.
Who is this woman? I need a piece of that.
As a survivor of domestic abuse and homelessness and clawing my way back up from rock bottom, I wanted to be able to put my hand behind me and say, come with me. You don't have to struggle.
I had a dream of something that I wanted to do, and Danny, she got me there.
Georgia Smith!
How the bloody hell did I get here?
Often as business owners, we hide behind our businesses. But as the saying goes, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not speaking about your business, who's going to know about it? If you're not speaking about your mission and how you can help people, how are you going to help the people you want to help?
I just made a wish come true.
A speaker coach is somebody who's going to be the hands at your back.
Wow, Danny made a wish come true. She helped me get there.
I'm buzzing.
It's life-changing. What an amazing journey. Oh my goodness me, I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
We actively encourage people to be themselves because that's the most magnetic thing about you. What people gain when they participate and be inspired is that spark of belief in themselves that creates a furnace, that creates a bonfire, that creates an inferno.
Wow, wow, wow. It has been nothing short of life-changing.
It doesn't stop there. Community creates bonds and friendships that are absolutely forged for life. It really does become so much more than speaking.
How you feeling?
It felt like I'd picked up this really enormous thing. That was awesome. Epic. Phenomenal. It was a bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Exhilarating.
Went fast. It felt amazing.
Exhausted.
Thinking at all about wanting to stand on a stage yourself or running a workshop, get in touch with Danny, you're not regret it.
You want somebody like that in your corner.
It was brilliant, the atmosphere was set, the stage was set, and it was smashing.
So the Be Inspired Mastermind is for anybody who is ready to take the leap to the next step in their business. You can get in touch with me by following me across the socials at the Queen Bee Danny, or you can head on to my website where you can learn more about the incredible things that we do as part of IATQB. It's www.iamthequeenbee.co.uk. That's peace.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Shaky Bombs. It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. How has your week been? Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show, with me, your host, Danny Wallace. I am the Queen Bee, as are you, or the King Bee, or the Royal Bee, whatever kind of bee you want to be. But it is a reclamation statement. We are reclaiming our birthrights to success, to wealth, to happiness, to health, to all of the good things in life. I'm feeling it this morning, you lot. I was feeling the fire on Wednesday. If anybody tuned in to the show, Wednesday just gone, I gave us as a collective a little pep talk. I was talking to us, and when I say us as a collective, I mean me as well. I was talking to us about procrastination. I was talking about how to get out of your own flipping way when it comes to the things that you're planning for your life and your business. I needed to hear it, and I, judging by the amount of DMs that I got, of emails that I got, of comments on the lives themselves, you needed to hear it too. So hopefully, now that we are sliding into the DMs of the weekend and wishing it a very, very warm welcome, I really hope that we are celebrating some wins together today. I know I am. So I set out this week with the intention of working with more corporate sponsors for Be Inspired specifically. We've actually had We've actually had people get into my inbox this week and ask for a place on the next cohort of Be Inspired because they want to be on the mastermind. That's before we launch. So there's already, out of 20 spaces, 2 spaces gone pre-launch for Be Inspired, which is just insane. I've got that kind of feeling in my belly. It's going to be one of those open and shut situations this time. Which was exactly what it was like last year. The trailer that you all saw this morning is actually from when we were in lockdown. We actually took Be Inspired to a studio, and it was just the most phenomenal experience. But getting in the room is even better. So we've taken all of those incredible experiences of having that fantastic TV quality style streaming team with us, and we're taking it onto the stage at the Impossible in Manchester, 31st of December 31st of March, 1st of April. We're not doing anything on the 31st of December. Can I just put that out there? I am taking the night off for the past sort of 12 years of my life, save for the New Year's Eve just gone. I've always worked in New Year's Eve. I'm not working New Year's Eve this year unless someone is paying me the big bucks. I'm taking that off. It's the 31st of March, 1st of April. So yeah, really great week this week. In fact, I've got some meetings hooked up today off of the back of the action that I took on Wednesday with some old friends who have the most phenomenal network, who I'm going to see how we can partner with, and also a very, very cool Prosecco brand, really, really cool independent Prosecco brand, which is Ace, considering that some of you like some cheeky bubbles. Okay, so my procrastination, not literally up my own arse though. I'm not that flexible. So how did you get on? If for anybody that watched the show, how did you then get on? Lindsay McGlone, who has got the Reclaimed Burlesque show happening tomorrow night. I can't believe it's tomorrow night already, which means that 2 weeks today will be day 2 of Be Inspired. Can you believe it? We are just 2 weeks away from our incredible event as well. I'm going to be driving down to Hereford tomorrow to go and be a part of that show, to go and be in that audience, and to go and see some phenomenal cabaret and burlesque performers. I am so excited and so very proud of Lindsay as she makes her first formal stage debut in the world of burlesque outside of stage management. So as a producer, as a performer, I'm so very proud of you. I seriously believe Lindsay's saying after your show on Wednesday, I just got the shit done, partly down to you. Ah, thanks. But well done for taking the action. That was really well done to you for actually deciding to show up. That's the bit, isn't it? The rising up is the what do we want to happen. For you, it was selling tickets. For you, it was making sure that all the roles are filled, because right now people are kind of dropping like COVID flies again. Like, I'm very grateful and thank God that it's, you know, not as serious in some cases, in most cases, than it was right at the very beginning. But still, it feels like there's a lot of people with that shit 2 lines coming up on their LFTs. So actually filling those spaces is amazing. So congratulations to you. Wednesday was the kick up the jacksie I needed. Good, Amy. Good. I had a party in my office, then full on catering speed for myself for the 2020 Be Inspired online. How do you mean? Catering spread for myself. All right, okay. I was trying to make sense of what you were saying. I had a party in my office, then full on catering spread for myself for the 2020 Be Inspired online. I'm out all weekend with no dogs. Wow, flipping heck, Joe Wilson. That is very unusual. Lindsay will smash it as a burlesque performer. Pixie's saying, yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited. Have you seen this girl dance? I mean, she can dance. She's amazing. Very excited. I missed Wednesday and feel like I need to go back and watch now. Yeah, please do. Please do go back and watch Wednesdays. If you've been feeling the nagging guilt of procrastination, then you definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, need to go and catch up on Wednesday's show at Rise Up Show. So whilst I'm talking to you today, whilst we're celebrating together, I need to put my face on. So forgive me for those listening on the Spotify or listening and not watching in context. You'll hear me rattling around. It's me putting my face on, ready for the day, which was the whole premise of the show at Rise Up Show originally to start with. I was going to get ready for the work day and talk to you guys whilst I did it. It's exactly how I built an audience all those years ago. when I first started. It all started with me being a massive oversharer. So there's a couple of things that are happening that I want to tell you about that aren't anything really directly to do with me, but I feel like you guys need to know about it if you don't already. And if you don't already, I wonder if you've been living under a rock for a little while, because you may see in the online space, particularly our corner of the online space, will be flooded with talk of my friend Lisa Johnson. Lisa Johnson is a recurring revenue expert. She's a passive income expert and business strategist. She's been my mentor for the past sort of 3-ish years, on and off. An incredibly good friend of mine, but I really believe in the things that she teaches. And next week, you can get involved in learning how to begin to put together recurring revenue or passive, semi-passive income for your business. So if you've been exchanging a lot of time for money, and that's what I used to do a lot, especially in the gigging world, I was exchanging, my whole Friday night, Saturday nights, Sunday days, Saturday days, exchanging that for a lot of, for not a lot of money, actually, a lot of time for not a lot of money, high volume, low value work. But actually, in working with Lisa, I have found ways to create recurring revenue to help me build the business that I've built. And this year we'll be turning over £500,000. That's insanity. What is that about? And also opening, moving the Flying Away Foundation through those 5 stages of business building, employability, post-crisis support, crisis support, and refuge. This is all down to the things that I've learned from Lisa Johnson. So next week, she is running Race to Recurring Revenue, where loads of you have the opportunity to go and learn from her directly for free. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to Lisa Johnson on Instagram, Lisa Johnson Strategist, or here on Facebook, Lisa Johnson. I think it's Lisa Johnson Strategist. I'm sure it is. Or if any of you are affiliating, let me know and pop your link in here. I know Abigail Horn has got a link that you can go and get amongst. But if you haven't considered this before, if you haven't considered being able to, I assure you that even without any clue about it, if you want to earn more and have more time and build a business that is all within what you design, I would strongly recommend that you go and get involved with that, because the work that I've done with Lisa, the learning that I've done with Lisa over the course of the years have built what IATQB is today. You've got to be ready to take action, but you've definitely got a whole bunch of things that you can learn for free next week. I'm doing that at the moment by speaking in schools. It's incredibly rewarding, but my brain is ticking with ideas of extra resources I can provide, both to make money and have bigger impact. Jess, go and get involved in the Race to Recurring Revenue Challenge. And she has the energy vibe a great performer needs. This is Lindsay over Reclaimed, right? She is amazing. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and check out Lisa Johnson for Race to Recurring Revenue next week. To sign up, all you need to do is, if you go to Instagram and go to Lisa Johnson Strategist, it'll be all over her stories. You just click that link, go and get yourself signed up. It's free. And loads of people have taken part in this challenge before and gone on to change the face of their business. So go and get involved. Anyway, so that's that. That's the one thing I want to tell you about. What else do I want to tell you about? You need to get your tickets because we are about to sell out. I think we are one table away from selling out of Be Inspired, which is just amazing. So if you are somewhere else in the world and you cannot come and attend, it's okay. You can get online access via our TV quality Zoom. It sounds like a really poor advert for it. Well, it's not a poor advert, it's a good advert for it, but you can still participate. You can still get involved. You don't have to be in the room where it happens. It just helps. It's just better if you are. Oh, there you go. Amy, Blaney, Felicity, you've both popped the links down there. Go and jump in. Go and get amongst it. Tell them your Auntie Dan sent you. You will not regret it. You won't regret it. And it's going to be amazing. It just gets better every time she does it. Don't be intimidated by the number of people taking part. You got to run your own race with it. But some people go back and do it again and again and again. I'll be checking in with it next week as well, because it always gives me new ideas and fresh ideas. Look at how ridiculous my eyebrows look. I'm aware. We're going to rectify the situation now. If I get confirmation of dog sitter, I'm in the room. Promise not to heckle. I'll be very disappointed, Joe Wilson, if you turn up in that room and you don't heckle me in real life. I won't know what to do with myself. The challenge is going to be freaking amazing. Natalie Crow saying she does it every year. You know, so many people go back to this challenge again and again. And there are challenges out there that really do, people do go back and visit. We're switching up the challenge, our challenge this year, the Be Heard So You Want to Be a Speaker challenge. This year, I'm doing things a bit differently. So for anybody who's done the Be Heard So You Want to Be a Speaker challenge before and you want to do something a little bit different with me this time, you're going to want to be involved. I'm not giving you the details yet. Wait till after Be Inspired. Let me get one thing out of the way first. But for anybody wanting to come and take part, if you've done it before, loads of people come back and do it again and again. Keep your peepers peeled. Because I'm running Be Inspired. No, I'm not. I'm running Be Heard Bootcamp. Be Heard Bootcamp. Oh, so what are we celebrating, you lot? Come and tell me in the comments. I think if we so Lindsay, I think she's only got 20 tickets left in the room, and then she's sold out of her incredible show. So if you're in the Hereford area and you want to come and hang out with me tomorrow, you are more than welcome. Go and check out Lindsay's profile. Go and get yourself a ticket to Reclaimed Burlesque. I'm going to be getting my glad rags on. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go and see Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO. That's exciting. Move B. I chucked all my butter. I want to do Be Heard again. I fucking love that. You did the whole thing. You did the actual course, and you did so well. And Move B. I love that you chucked all your butter out. Move B will be coming a little bit later this year. Move B is my specifically personal development incubator that I do every so often. I don't do it very often. But for those who are really wanting to overcome self-sabotage, and it turns out you girls have written a book on overcoming self-sabotage. I'm a bit of a pro at it. I tried to get tickets to see him, but couldn't. Gutted. Oh, no. We got ours at Christmas. I think we've got a VIP meet and greet as well. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if that is a little bit like we'll queue up for maybe 5 hours in the rain just for a selfie with him, but I ain't asked. Some people do that in bro marketing, go and get a picture with these famous people and then say, that time when I met Stephen Bartlett. I'll have to think of a really good question to ask him, Warner. Move B is so powerful. It's simply life-changing. Oh, Joe, thank you so much. I'd lost heart with Move B. And I'd not run it out for ages, but I'm really feeling that at the moment. I'm really feeling Move B. So if anybody wants to work with me in that kind of capacity, keep your eyes peeled. It's all on the table. There's lots of things coming up, lots of ways that you can work with me. You lucky buggers. Who's excited? Who's jumping on Be Inspired next time? I say I can't believe it, but I can. People are jumping in already, like preemptively getting their place on the mastermind. I'm like, oh, I want to celebrate this mastermind first. Exciting. I'd rather meet you than Stephen Bartlett. Bavner, get yourself to flipping Be Inspired then, and you can have a cuddle. I've switched up the way I do my 21-day Reiki cleanse meditation by devising my own chakra playlist and using it instead of normal meditation music. It's changed the way I meditate and feel now. Nice, Amy. Nice work. I've started listening to his podcast, Diary of a CEO. Yeah, it is really good. It gets some phenomenal he gets phenomenal guests on. Of course he is. I mean, he's Stephen fucking Bartlett, isn't he? But I'm very interested. I'm going to this event with producer eyes on. So obviously I produce personal development events. His is on large scales with large, big ass budgets. So I want to really go and learn from him in terms of the content as an entrepreneur, in terms of like Diary of a CEO and the show itself. But actually, what does he do? How does he entertain? How does he hold that as a theatre show? Because it's a scripted theatre show. What is that? you know, what does that look like? How can I have that inform not the Fat Funny one, which is my show that's coming up a little bit later on this year. Which, by the way, I'm going to be sort of trotting out some excerpts from in actual Be Inspired, just to see, like, to try out some of the material. I'm hosting a full day no fault divorce summit on the 30th of March. Otherwise, I will be in the room. It's going to be fun. Just come on the Friday. Come on the first. Then you could just do one day. Pavna, come. I have no idea who he is. Go check him out. He's a young entrepreneur who says some really good stuff. He's got a very astute business mind. And I say that's really underplaying him, and I really shouldn't underplay him. The guy is absolutely phenomenal, and there should be, you know, he's really creating this movement of entrepreneurs and living life on your own terms, but not in a bro markety way, just in a real practical way. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see Stephen Bartlett, and it's gonna be a bit of a team situation. So me, Danielle Hansen, Jojo Smith from Creative Sass, who's our creative director for Be Inspired, and also our gorgeous Kathy Byam as well, who looks after all of our LinkedIn stuff. Joe, at least I'm not the only one, but I live under a rock in Oz. Oh, you should go and right. So here's how much of an early adopter this guy is. He's on his Instagram handle is just at Stephen. That's how famous he is. He's just like, he must have adopted Insta really early to have secured that handle. So that's the kind of foresight that this guy has. I want that handle just at, well, it is at the Queen Bee Danny, isn't it? Speaking of which, I have just, so as part of my self-care, as part of my growth and all of that sort of thing, we at IATQB now have an Instagram social media manager. Because for those of you that have been following my journey for quite some time now will know that I have got my sights set on growing a proper Instagram audience. The technophobe in me struggling to spin all the plates. So your girl's trying to get a multi-million-pound charity off the ground. She's also running a multiple six-figure business. She's also running a family, trying to keep her flipping mental health in check and look after poorly parents and all of that sort of stuff. So actually getting consistent in the ways that I need to has meant that I've had to employ in. And I'm excited. So I'm working with Micah Favorito of Faith Socials. She's coming to manage my Instagram with me, not for me, because I don't want to hand all of it over. You would recognize, or you would easily be able to tell if I wasn't the driving force behind my social media, right? It's the reason why you guys follow what I do is because I show up as me and I don't hide from that. And there's no corporate voice when you get me and all of that sort of stuff. So what we're doing is we're working together on ways to capitalize the algorithm, hashtags that I don't use particularly very well, all of that sort of stuff. So all of that really great organic content that you would normally expect from me, plus structured added value so that I can walk the talk. I'm telling you guys, as part of your, social media or visibility growth plan, you need to be like adding tips. Here's the funny thing. I am a public speaking coach. I'm a very, 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 very good, fucking brilliant public speaking coach. Now then, if you go over onto my Instagram and do a few scrolls, and my rule of thumb is you should do 3 scrolls and be able to tell what somebody does, other than my profile at the top. Can you tell? Are you getting any value from me from a speaking perspective? The answer is no, not really. Is Danny not walking her talk? And the answer is not really. So you know that's an uncomfortable spike for me to sit on. So we're going to fix it the fuck up. Is exactly what we're going to do. I posted on Instagram 8 times this week. This is a win for me. Well done, Felicity. Joe Wilson, mine's noodly_noodles. Haven't even got a name on it. All about Queen Noodles, Knobhead Ted and Twinkle Twat. You mean Fanny, otherwise known as Effie. I think she's going to be forever Fanny. to us in this community. It's just a big laugh on my Insta. Yeah, but the thing is, you work with animals, babe, don't you? And animal lovers want to see animals. How many people want to see me? Like, in what capacity? So I'd like to think, or the ego in me would like to think that, you guys like to see funny stuff from me and valuable stuff from me, and see me like on Wednesday getting my ranty pants on and actually sharing real good and proper value with you all. So the focus is going on a really good mixture of that, on that fun, light-hearted irreverence, plus that serious self-reflection stuff that a lot of you find, really inspirational, even though it's just me living my life. Babes, we watch you put makeup on. Anything you share, we'll laugh on. You're so funny, but it's true. Like, so then, if you're watching me do anything, then I'd rather be valuable to you in order for me to share that time. Time is the one thing that you can never get back. And if I'm encouraging you to come and consume what it is that I'm sharing, I really want that time to be valuable and well spent for you. It's very, very important to me. And I'm so grateful that you share time with me, that you take time out of your day to listen to me speak and watch me put my makeup on, one or the other, whichever it is. It doesn't really matter. I'm just grateful that you share that time. You can't get that time back. So I want to make sure that if you're spending it with me, I'm helping you spend it well. I'm giving you ideas, or I'm inspiring you. Or like Wednesday, you was able to get yourself G'd up and go and take some mother chuffing action. Whatever that looks like for you. Where's my blusher, you lot? What have I done with it? Put my lippy on while I consider life without blusher. I'll go quiet a second. Hang on. Joe Wilson, you're watching along. This lipstick from collection, no, it's not. It's number 7 from Boots in the UK. Is so loved. Everything's worn away, and I don't know what shade this is. Does anybody know what shade this is? You're a non-negotiable in my house. Everyone knows. Amy. You always look smashing. I'm rough as guts. Makeup tips right there, plus all the nuggets you're sharing. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Here's the thing. I stick my face on there and lose 200 followers instantly. You're so funny. Joe is the only dog person I follow because I love her humor. And Desert Rose number 7. I love that you know that. You see, we help each other out. I'm not quite running out yet, but I really want to know what it is so that I can buy another, because it's been the first nude that I've bought. That it's like good for everyday purposes. So it's good for every day, but then it's, dress it up with smoky eye over night time. Oh, got my blusher on low. So yeah, reels. Okay, let's talk about reels, shall we, for a second? I go through fits and starts of wanting to have reels, wanting to do reels, and then realizing that actually that's an editing job. That's a real technical. I know for those of you that find this really easy, you're going to poo-poo what I'm saying. And if only I'd spent a little bit of time learning about it, then of course I'd be able to do it. But actually, I'm a busy bastard. And creating reels is a whole new skill set that I've got to kind of learn. And you know me, I don't want to do things and do a half-assed job of it. I want to do a proper job. I want to do a good job. So I need somebody to be able to sit with me and handhold me. And also at the same time, if I do the main big picture stuff, that I can pass it over and have someone do that, and do the technical work. So look what I've bought. I'm going to do, look, I've bought a little microphone, a little baby microphone. I'm going to take look at this. How cute is this? But I'm going to give this is going to be my prop. I'm going to do some public speaking tips on the microphone. Drop the mic like that. So I'm going to do that. Little mic drops from Danny. As well as the funny stuff. So I'm going to do a mix of stuff. Do you not just do a video and stick it on a reel? That's what I do. And stop showing off, Joe Wilson. Stop showing off. You've got 30,000 followers. Reels are too time consuming for you. Yeah, I get it, Sarah. Same. So what I'm trying to do is work out ways to do it because it's a favored delivery method, but also still have fun because I can't do anything. Look, there's a reason why I've got my little Joy Buddha. Look, rub his little belly and it makes you feel happy. I've got my Joy Buddha on my desk to remind me that everything that I do, if it comes from a place of joy, I do it better. I just do. I think everybody does. If you're really happy about that, if you're happy about the things that you do, then you do a better job, right? I need to embrace reels more, but they scare me silly. I tell you something. If you come along to the Be Heard boot camp, I might be able to help you a little bit with that. Just saying. Tomorrow I've got a photo shoot with my sister. How cool's that? I'm going over to Alt Studios. So if you have seen, I never have a copy of this bloody book of mine when I need it. But if you've seen I can show you on my phone, can't I? Show you on my Instagram. Let me show you. I love getting really fun and stylized photo shoots with Alt Studios in Manchester. So Simon Hunt is the founder and photographer, an all-round super good guy who runs Alt Studios, but he specializes in really quirky photo shoots. So for me, when I have a photo shoot, I've got pictures. In fact, I might even do a little bit of a social media post on this where I've got a laptop and I've got a brew where I'm eating a cake and all of that sort of stuff. But actually, I'm a fan of this sort of stuff, right? These are the kind of shoots that just fill me up. A little bit of drama, a little bit of this is with Amanda Hutchinson, a little bit of drama, a little bit quirky, a little bit different. This is, oh look, that's from when I did my TED Talk. This is on my book cover. This arm is the arm of the makeup artist. This arm is Danielle Hansen from Pretty Practical, my ops manager. That's her arm, and she's on the cover of thousands of my books all over the world. She's arm famous now. But me and my sister are going there tomorrow. We're doing some press for the Flying Away Foundation. We're going to be sharing our story, our collective stories, a pair of siblings, around cycle breaking, around, making it our life's work to create what it is that we're creating as part of the Flying Away Foundation. So we're doing a really cool stylized shoot tomorrow morning to honor that. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to see those pictures come back. We've been discussing our outfits this week. And it's a funny one because Gemma's just not normally asked about, she's not a what you're wearing kind of person. And would you believe, neither am I. I'm a, what's the most ridiculous thing that I can wear? Let's buy it at 1 o'clock in the morning kind of. And that's the kind of clothes buyer I am. And so I'm very interested to see the contrast in what we're going to wear, because obviously me and Gemma, I say obviously, you guys might not know this, but me and Gemma are very chalk and cheese and very much the jazz hands of the operation. And Gemma is very much the real heart. So Gemma's background is in social care in lots of different capacities, from being a fully trained midwife to working with homeless people to her current position now where she's an assistant manager at a refuge for people who've experienced domestic abuse. And so she's been described in newspaper articles as a sergeant major with a heart. So Gemma takes no shit. She, like, you guys think I'm feisty and then meet my sister and then realize that, like, I am just a teddy bear. In fact, you all know that I'm a teddy bear. I'm a big softie. And so's Gemma, but she doesn't present that in the first instance. And so I find it fascinating that it's specifically like with the journey with my dad. We'd not spoken to Dad for a number of years before his accident, and then he had his accident, and we obviously ended up being the ones to care for him, and we care for him to this day, and have a great relationship with him now. And we used to tag team, because when you've got a parent or anybody that you love, a child, anybody that you love that's in NHS healthcare or in a care home, oftentimes, because of how busy and under pressure they are, so this isn't a slight against the NHS or any kind of care facility, things get missed and things get sometimes brushed under the carpet. Sometimes things get ignored. And me and Gemma really had to be a tag team. So I would be it was like we're like good cop, bad cop. But actually we've both got the same goal. We've both got a common goal. And that's how we do everything. So I would be like, it would be really helpful. Thanks very much. If you could X, Y, and Z. And then Gemma will come in and go, why hasn't this been done? It's imperative that this gets done. You're not doing this. And therefore you're putting Dad in danger. So we'd have this kind of like to and fro. They would do things for Gemma because like you just don't fuck with her, and they would do things for me because I was like over nice. They were like, oh, I'm going to do it for her because I almost feel sorry she's that nice. So we kind of got this two thing going on. But then Gemma would bring in cakes, or Gemma would bring in like really specific gifts that she's really thought about for one of the caregivers, and she's so beautiful and thoughtful, and like for me it's just like champagne all around. I do think about stuff, and I am thoughtful, but she's like super thoughtful. So people, when they first meet Gemma, often in a work capacity, will go, cool, she's a bit hard, she's a bit tough, and then they realize that actually she just wants everybody to be safe. Her number one priority in life is to make sure that those who are around her are safe. Like, she's fiercely protective of me. She's fiercely protective of like my mum and dad and all of that sort of stuff. And that fierceness sometimes gets misread in the same way that my kindness gets misread for weakness sometimes. So you can imagine together we're like a really powerful force. So my kindness gets mistaken for weakness, and her assertiveness gets mistaken for hardness. And then actually when people get to know us, they realize that we're just like these two superheroes. We're like both powerful people. And it's interesting. And one of the things that, you know, as I'm talking about this and externally processing this with you, I didn't think I was going to talk about this morning, but hey, I never do, is think about the things that people mistake you for, and think about them as your superpower. In fact, tell me in the comments, what do people what do people get you wrong on? People get me wrong thinking that I'm really soft, and actually I'm not. I care, and I care a lot, but they'll get to a point where I'll have had enough. I get mistaken for being bonkers. No, Joe, that is incorrect. You do not get mistaken for being bonkers. That is just the case. Your sister is ginger. Yes, my sister is ginger. Yes, she absolutely is. In fact, she was joking to a lot of the really powerful women that I know are redheads, have auburn hair, and obviously I dye my hair so it's dark, but it's got lots of red in it. She's like, you're just trying to be ginger. You stop trying to be ginger. I'm not now. For anybody that's watching that can see me, like, there's just a lot of gray. If I let this grow out, which I tried to do during lockdown but just got fed up of it, I am properly all the way salt and pepper. I was getting my first grays when I was 19 years old. But yeah, so we've got our photo shoot tomorrow, and there's going to be some really fab PR coming out in the not too distant future around our connected story, and around the things that we're going to be doing with the Flying Away Foundation. So lots of exciting stuff, lots of things to celebrate. People think I'm helpless. Oh, yes, Sarah, and you are taking up space on that Be Inspired stage. People think I'm helpless. My superpower is changing attitudes, and it absolutely is. And you're so eloquent when you share that as well. I cannot wait. To share you with everybody at Be Inspired, because you're going to smash it out of the park. I'm still ginger, never dyed it. I know gingers, like, it's like gingers never die. They just stay ginger. Gemma's just going blonde. She's not even going grey. People think I'm a hard-faced biatch, Amy's saying, but in fact, I just don't allow people to break my boundaries anymore. Yeah, and the more we gain strength, the more we tend our boundaries like flower beds, right? Tend them like flower beds. Allow yourself to have boundaries. You teach other people how to treat them, right? Right. So I'm an armadillo, hard shell with a soft center. I know that, Felicity. You are, and you're amazing. And I wouldn't say that you're that hard either. You're just wonderful. I love spending time with you. So there we go, my darlings. That is what we're celebrating this week. I'm celebrating Diary of a CEO on Sunday, celebrating Lindsay McGlone and her Reclaimed Burlesque show in Hereford tomorrow evening. I am celebrating going to meet some incredible business friends today, and catch catching up with them. I'm celebrating almost, we're one table away from selling out of Be Inspired. If you've not got your tickets, move yourself. You need to move. I am thequeenbee.co.uk / I tripped up over my words then. I am thequeenbee.co.uk / events. Go and get your tickets today if you can. Get them before we sell out. We'll sell out before the event. So don't think that, the event's going to happen, I can just rock up on the door. It won't be the case. We're going to be full. So make sure that you get your ticket. I get mistaken for a dog a lot of the time. Some people think it's my dogs that do my work. It's so funny. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our little catch up. Please tell me in the comments what you are celebrating today for this week. What have you gotten out of your own way to do? Me, I have had a jolly journey with procrastination. Where has it gone? Today, I didn't tell you. Quick before I go, I was that mum this morning. It was non-uniform day. So guess who took Ivy to school in a uniform and then had to take her in late because I had to leg it down to Morrison's to get her a new outfit because I couldn't take her home. It took too long. It's Comic Relief Day today. I got myself a lion nose. Is anyone watching Comic Relief this evening? I am. These noses are really uncomfortable, by the way, if anybody's got a Comic Relief red nose. They are made of card this year. I don't know if you can hear. They're not made of plastic. But I've got a lion one. I thought it was very apt. They didn't do a bee one, and I couldn't choose. They're like Kinder Surprises. But I think a lion one for us as a community is pretty apt. We are a bunch of courageous mofos. I will see you all on Monday for more showing up, wising up and rising up. Go and catch me on Instagram at the Queen Bee Danny for more behind the scenes stuff over the course of the photo shoot. And of course, Diary of a CEO and the Burlesque show tomorrow. Lots to catch up on Monday when we get together for the short Wise Up Rise Up show. I'll see you then.